coach Benjamin Zulu has been very controversial with the things he says, mostly because they're kind of true. Sometimes he does go off field and you're like, hey, uncle, calm down. But sometimes he does speak truth. And today we're going to be tackling one of the things he said, and I'll quote, "Until somebody gives you, babe, a reason to leave the market, to leave the dating market, date them all." Okay? Date them all. Enda kahawa na wote. Until somebody shows you a convincing degree of seriousness, keep your options open. And I feel like it kind of ties it into the recent conversations we've been having about girlies. Y'all need to be a little bit nonchalant, okay? Y'all need to stop being so lover-girly you fall in love with the first man that you see, okay? Date all of them. Date Kamau Njoroge with Vyambo. All of them. Because why not? And he says it's very important to keep your options open because, number one, some people are not as serious as you are when it comes to the dating market. This is why we are seeing so many the bar was so low scenarios. This is why we're seeing the I did not die when I found out this and this and this and this. We are seeing so many traumatic stories because we are dating jokers when we could have kept our options open. Imagine Kamau heart breaks you and Otieno is like, Jaber, let me take you for wine. A win is a win, babes. A win is a win. But when we say dating, we do not mean sleeping with them, okay? We mean getting to know other people. Keep your options open.
I really love that sentiment. I really do, and I am 100% on board with it. But what I've noticed is the problem is not that women can't date multiple people. The problem is that most of us are coded monogamous. You know, you are just coded to be monogamous. You're a monogamous dater. You can only date one person, and when you're seeing this one person, it's tunnel vision through and through, beginning to end. And when the car crash finally happens, that's when you're picking yourself up again and going to find the next person. I would love for this theory to be relevant to everyone because it would be amazing if we all just dated multiple people. Just do the same thing guys do. Date multiple people until you find the one that fits, right? You can't be over there trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, okay? It just doesn't work like that. However, how many women and how many people can actually date multiple people without catching feelings for one person and completely ignoring? Because honestly, there's nothing wrong with it, and you'll find yourself texting multiple people, but your focus will always be kind of swayed in one particular way. And I don't know that as Kathomi I can see that practically happening for me or even ever happened for me in the past. I don't think it was possible for me to date multiple people. Like, I love the theory and I agree with it 100%. I just don't know that many people are coded that way. What do you think about this?
I feel like more often than not, the odds are always stacked against us, especially ladies, because when you keep your options open, you are labeled as promiscuous.
Yep.
When that is not the case at all. Even if I said I will sleep with all the people that I encounter,
whose business is it? It's my business.
You know, because at the end of the day, it's consenting sexual activity.
Yep.
It is safe sex. Everything that I've accounted for, it's my experience, and I should not be shamed for it. And I saw somebody give this analogy, and she said, when you're married to one person and you have twatwa with them 100 times, that is okay. Apparently, it does not affect your sexual organs. But when you have twatwa with 100 different men, all of a sudden, your twatwa is damaged, there's nothing, you know. And I'm just like, but that's just not how it works. You know, it's still the same penetration happening. Nothing has changed. It just happened to be different users. Okay, it's not just one user. But the opposite or the reverse is praised for men. Men are actually applauded when they do the reverse. So it doesn't make sense. And the odds are stacked against you. So you might as well find your best option. you might as well go where you're loved, go where you're appreciated, go where you feel the safest, you know?
But I feel like it's also a generational issue because we have been, again, we're going back to coding, right? Like I've said, I'm monogamous coded, right? At the same time, we've been coded for a long period of time to want that, to see that as ideal, to see dating one person as ideal, and to feel that anything other than that is wrong. Even sometimes when you see someone and they're dating a lot of people at the same time, you're like, girl, you okay? Do you have food at home? It always comes with a little bit of judgment because in your mind, the culture that has been ingrained in you from the day you were born has been to see that as wrong somehow. And for you to change this culture, it's a whole generational thing. You find a lot of millennials going upwards. I'm talking millennials, boomers, and so on. We see that and we're like, we are not kwangaje, we are not penanga, you know? However, look at Gen Zs. They are so free about talking about sex, you know. They are so free and open to dating multiple people, not keeping things too serious, not having to label everything, not having to be very, you know, clear on these things, or to be clear in a way that doesn't hurt the other person. I tell you, hey, I like you, but I'm not looking to be in a relationship right now. No one takes offense. No one is catching, oh, he's just using me. Ain't nobody using nobody, okay? You wanted to have some, I wanted to get some, we got some. So what's the issue here? I think the honesty of it all is that culture. There's a lot of stigma and a lot of judgment that comes from it, and it looks like, as Turia said, promiscuous. But are you really? Or are you just exploring your options and having a good time? What's wrong with living? It's the same. Oh Lord, remember when staying a virgin till you were married was a thing? And a lot, even I stayed for I told you this many times. I lost my virginity at 24, and the question had always been the same: why am I waiting this? For me to make that decision, I was like, why am I waiting? Why am I waiting this long? Like, what's the issue here? What? But it's like you've gone through so many stages of evolution with your sex life that you're like, wait, hang on. At first, I was staying a virgin because I wanted to get married a virgin, right? But now I'm not even sure I want to get married. So exactly what is happening here? There's been a lot of evolution that has had to happen with our sex lives that I think a lot of people aren't also putting account to that yet. It's a lot of unlearning. We're unlearning so many restrictive cultures, right? We are unlearning so much stuff that has been hammered into us for so long. We are unlearning, you know, putting negative notions to ways in which people decide to live their lifestyle. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's your decision. As long as you're not getting hurt, you should be okay, right?
True. So, in conclusion, just go where you're loved.
Yes.
Do what makes you happy individually.
Yes. Fulfilled, yes.
People will always talk. You know, people will always have an opinion. If you're happy, you're too happy. If you're sad, oh, you're so depressing to be around. So, go where you only have one life. And I feel like when people say you only live once, you just don't grasp the gravity of it. You will never be that age again.
Yep.
So act your age, like act up, have fun, do your thing, date as many people as you can, because it would be so tragic for you to be, you know, older and you're like, you know what, I should have turned up more, you know.
Yep.
And now you can't go because your knees, you know, by 10 p.m. you're like, it is time for bed. You've never experienced like a 24-hour dunda. Why?
Man.
Why?
Or gone to like Ibiza, you know, or be in a desert. It's just a hot. I think a lot of kids, but in the same way, do it to the confines of what makes you feel okay. Because sometimes you're like, you then reverse complete. It's an Uno reverse. You're completely changing it. No, pace yourself. Do it at your own happiness and leisure. Don't also completely overcorrect, okay? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with accepting where you are and wanting to fill up that space with things that you've done in the past. Yeah, otherwise, midlife crisis.
True. My name is Turife. That's been our show.
My name's Kathomi. See you tomorrow.
to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part